This could be one of the final videos we do in this series. I'm going to be expanding a lot in this video. Really just breaking down these big enemies that we have, obviously. The first battle I'm going to be doing, I've already prepared it. I'm going to be attacking Travis. I'm going to be attacking Quavo, the Saudis, and last but not least, I'm going to also be attacking Indonesia. All of these countries at the same time. I was thinking to myself if I want to attack the entire world at the same time, but I think I've done that before and it does glitch the stuff out a little bit. I will take over some pretty big areas though all at once. I'm going to do some pretty major wars. When we fight Asia, I'm attacking every country in Asia all at once. Like Russia, Skeet, and Taylor Swift. I'm attacking all three of them at the same time when that war starts up. And Skeet, he's no laughing matter no more. Skeet has turned himself into a little bit of an empire here. Yes, is Skeet a lot weaker than us, obviously, but Skeet has recovered, and even Kim K is trying to recover, but Kim K is not looking good. But Skeet has recovered, and Skeet has actually built quite the country. Even like, look at this, bro. Look at this. The provinces. I mean, his population and his economy are all pretty big, but obviously Australia and New Zealand have bigger economies, but what are you going to do about that? I almost missed this up here. That's good I caught that. Apparently France has a little bit of a colony up here. We'll take this out pretty easily. A pretty large war, obviously attacking Travis Scott. 400k stack, he can send like all of his people right here except for like maybe a couple of them. And then obviously the French war, we're just gonna storm right over France. That's the plan. I don't think France is really going to put up much of a fight against us, but as we've seen before, things can happen rather quickly on this and prove me wrong. Obviously we want to remove this French territory quickly, as well as get rid of this little province they have pretty quickly. And we might as well take over this island while we're at it, because it's pretty undefended. I did forget all about this though. I gotta build a port here, and then I'll have to get this 40,000 stack or however many troops to go take that out really quick. And then getting rid of France right here is also a pretty big priority of me, considering they could reinforce Africa, and I don't really want to fight a big battle in Africa because we do not really have a lot of resources down here in Africa to actually wage a war. So we're kind of just stalling them at the moment down there, and I didn't even realize this, but that's scary, bro. They're gonna walk over this Spanish land we have. I think we're all out of movement points though for this turn, which will mean that we will get attacked in some fronts that we're not really wanting to get attacked at, but that's just part of the game. We're gonna have to see what happens. I think some big wins are gonna happen though as well though. On some fronts, not all fronts. We gotta realize that this is gonna be a difficult conflict to actually fight, because we are attacking a lot of countries at the same time. Alright, round 2 of attacks now. I've been trying to advance against them. It's going really well actually. Obviously we got all these islands we also gotta take out at some point. France is gonna be the hard part because we're kinda underfunded right here at the moment. I'm gonna have to redevelop and kind of really reinforce this front line right here in mainland France. Everything else though, we're fucking crushing, bro. We might have some issues in like maybe like some of the Indonesian islands up ahead, but at the moment we're doing pretty well, I would say. Saudis don't really have anything, and the Indonesians had a lot of troops, but this is really all they have left, and we're probably going to kill most of their troops this turn. Obviously, we take this island over. Again, you know, France has a lot right here, but so do we, and we're going to soon reinforce and really hurt France. Probably take all this back pretty easily. Obviously, all the islands falling. France is losing. Ireland is also something I'm scared of. I want to make sure that we can take over Ireland before they can reinforce it. That way we don't have to deal with it, because I know Ireland does have a lot of economy, and I don't really want to mess with that. We're gonna have to reinforce this area too, probably. Yeah, major dubs just everywhere, bro. We just took over some of Indonesia's most economically valuable land, so that's a good thing. Both of Indonesia's most economically valuable provinces have been taken this turn, which means Indonesia will not be able to fund their military properly, which does leave us at a pretty big advantage over them. What's going on this? I feel like Australia is getting involved in our conflict more than I would like them to. It is kind of cool that the Australians got involved over here, but at the same time, it just means I'm going to have to attack Australia, and Australia is going to be quite the powerhouse when I actually go to war with them, I think. Looks like the Saudis are actually regrouping here. That's actually kind of surprising. I didn't expect the Saudis would even get regrouped, but they have actually managed to regroup very slightly here. So I've accomplished the first big war that I had planned for this video. Obviously taking over all of France, taking over all of Britain, taking over most of Indonesia and Saudi Arabia, but they're still kind of around. I didn't fully take over both of them. China's kind of doing some of the work. I decided to let, you know, Skeet Davidson mess with them. I didn't want to finish them off. Australia is also still fighting them, so it's just kind of one of them things where I kind of want to just leave the war stabilize a little bit. Obviously, France, they still got like 7 places left. Canada, Drake still exists. He doesn't really have a whole lot left either. Maybe we'll take over Brazil, or should we just go for the prize, bro? Should I just go for the fucking gold, bro? But I'm scared, bro. I'm scared too, because remember what happened last time, bro? If I attacked Skeet Davidson, he hacked my game files, bro, and it made it so I couldn't fight him anymore. He reset the save file, bro. Skeet Davidson is evil, bro. And honestly, I feel like Skeet Davidson, he honestly might not be able to be defeated. I've thought about this long and hard, and I feel like a war with Skeet Davidson, Russia, and obviously North Korea, because I'm fighting all 3 of them at the same time. If we do this, this is going to be the ugliest war that we may ever have in the history of my channel, bro. It's going to be a huge war. I think we're going to win, because obviously we outnumber them by 1,000,000 to 1, but you know what I'm saying, bro? We're gonna have to build a new military, though, because my military has been depleted greatly. It's very difficult building a successful military operation when your only population center is in Germany and the mainland. The mainland in Germany is where the only population actually exists. Everywhere else is depleted of resources. There is no population in any of my other territory. Some of it being almost near inhospitable with low under 10k populations. Yeah, we're gonna have to build like lots of castles right here. I feel like defending this is probably what we're gonna have to do if we want to actually have like a real military here, you know what I'm saying? Alright, everything has led up to this moment. I think we're ready. I think we're ready to do the crazy thing, bro. And what that crazy thing is, it might shock you. We're going to declare war on China, declare war on Kim K, and North Korea, all at the same time. And this could be the largest war I've ever... Well, actually, I forgot. We also have to declare war on Kid Cudi because they also have beef. But this is going to be a big war, guys. We're now at war with, you know, all of Asia, essentially. The Skeet Alliance has now fortified against us for so long. They really control the entire continent, and now it's time for Kanye West to attack and hopefully win this massive conflict. It all comes down to this, boys. Everything we've built up for in this war Skeet Davidson, he just didn't see this coming forever. And that was Skeet's downfall. He didn't see this coming. I think we're about to take over some of Russia's most economically valuable land pretty quickly here. Apparently this island is very economically valuable. Has people on it. It does have people on it, and that is scary to think about. How did North Korea get here, bro? North Korea, you're not supposed to be on this island. That's okay. I didn't realize North Korea was there, but we will defeat them. Obviously, our troops taking control of this as quickly as possible. And obviously down here, I want to make a quick advance. I actually forgot to do something. I forgot to reinforce the troop right here, but that's okay. These guys, they're going to get rid of this as quickly as possible just to kick Russia out of the war right here. As for this front of the war, we're just going to rush very quickly in and take control of all of these Russian territories that are probably undefended, I would think. Russia probably does not have a real defense here. Actually, you know what? Iran is going to be a harder fight than Russia, surprisingly, in this region. The only big issue is that we're not really attacking any of Russia's economically valuable land. You might be saying, Raider Knight, you're attacking like all of their good cities over here. This is where all their good stuff is, and that is true. But you gotta remember, Russia died. Russia got destroyed 1,000,000 times over. So this area is not even economically viable anymore. We're kind of just attacking, you know, formerly destroyed land. That's kind of what we're invading right now. I think it's better just to get rid of this northern part as quickly as possible and ensure that we just don't have to mess with it. He's going to land directly in this city. That way we can take the capital quickly. And these other troops are going to land in Busan. And then obviously whatever goes down here happens. And that's going to be our first turn, I think. That's going to be the first turn of the conflict. So let's see how this plays out. Victories in Europe, victory, victory. Victories on all fronts, boys. This is how we like to see it. No losses yet, but we might experience a couple losses pretty soon, as they do have troops here. First loss right there against the Ivanovo province. But obviously Russia is being pushed back on basically every front. We cut them off in the north. The north is taken. Some victories, but there were some losses there in the Middle East. Major victories though here. And obviously Vietnam, Siam. Let's see how good this goes. Actually, this went perfectly, bro. Siam went perfectly. India is also going perfectly so far. This is looking really good. This is looking really, really good. Now, obviously, some attacks will happen against us, but surprisingly, all of them failed. Every attack I've made against us failed. That's huge. That is crazy. We'll be able to drive North Korea out of this province this turn, and it'll be really cool. Why didn't we land in Busan? That's interesting. Was I out of movements? Was I telling my troops to move when they had no more movement points? I think so. Bro, Siam is basically ours already. That's crazy. Speaking of things that are going to be ours, we're going to take over this little island right here. I'm going to send this guy to possibly intercept this Chinese person up here. Kanye forces are being attacked in Yaroslav, which is a pretty big loss. Obviously, major attacks are going to hit us this turn. We're losing in Siam. We took over that North Korean province, and actually we did make some advances against North Korea. More advances in Siam, though, making up for the one loss. We took over the island barely. Middle East gains for our country. Major Middle East gains, actually. In Turkey, it's looking really good because we're about to take over all. Actually, some losses here in Turkey. Okay. India, let's see how it goes. I'm actually kind of worried about India because it's an important province, but we're undersupplied. So far, though, hey, we're just going good in India, and that's surprising. India is where I thought we'd have some trouble, but it's actually going okay. There's a decent amount of stacked troops here, though. Insane gains, bro. India, we popped off. In the north of Russia, also, crazy gains were popping off against Russia in the north, and even in kind of this middle part, except for right there. And yeah, that was a good turn. We're winning against all of them, bro. All of them are losing. We get to end the war, bro, and we'd be winning. We're on top. We've won the war, technically, already. So I've reached a stopping point in the conflict for this video. Next video, we're going to continue the conflict. I'm going to do some other stuff over the break. Cough, cough. I'm probably going to, if it's okay with you guys, I'm probably just going to take over most of Africa over the break. And I'll probably finish off Brazil for the most part over the break. I'm not sure. But I know in the next video, we're going to have a probably stronger China, stronger Russia, and stronger North Korea to fight for the final time. It's going to be fun, a lot of fun. I'm going to be building a gigantic military for it. And yeah, it's going to be the second conflict against them. That should probably defeat most of it, if not all. We should just be able to fight all of it. I probably could have fought all of it for this video, but I decided just to end it for right now because this video is running pretty long and I want to do one more episode. So next video might be the finale, I don't know. But until then, I'll see you guys next time, and peace.